with Jake Gardiner, so the two young guys play together. An outlet pass, and here's Pajot, checked and knocked down by David Clarkson, and in front of the net. A little spinorama by Jake Gardiner, and a backhand shot slid just wide of the net. Kessel threw the puck back to the blue line. Quickly to get there and keep it in is Gardiner. Here's Kessel with a screen in front, takes the shot, and Anderson makes his first save. Jared Cowan just about left the puck behind. Now he retreats defensively. There's a breakaway pass. Kessel missed the net and looks skyward as he gets a wonderful opportunity on a terrific pass and
got himself open.
What a shot by Mike Hoffman. Great chance, one end, goal at the other, and the red-hot Hoffman has his 16th goal of the season. Ottawa's up 1-0.
Seemingly innocent-looking play. Good heads up. Ceci in the middle. Stone with a nice backhand, and this is one that just fools James Reimer. Through a crowd, through the legs of Polak, and up and underneath the ball.
Right off of the wing, and he's centering a line with Richard Panik, and Josh Leivo just called up. Leafs on a change. Eric Conroe with a hard shot. And that's stopped by James Reimer.
That's a big save for Reimer, too. Getting
Riley is back, gave the puck away along the boards, and Eric Condra takes over. He's got Curtis Lazar with him. Back in the lineup tonight, the 19-year-old has wingers Chris Neal and Eric Condra, and they're after the puck. Condra had the great shot, and he almost got a great chance there. I think Cowan takes over 3.5 minutes into the game. Jean-Gabriel Pajot, number 44, snaps the shot. Good idea after that first goal to put the puck on net, and James Reimer makes the save and hangs on. There's Kyle Turris with a face-off win. Ceci, who had an assist on the goal, got the puck to Clark MacArthur. His shot went off his skate. Here's Turris. Centering pass, Cowan with a shot. Tipped right on, loose puck. And the Leafs are able to get that and move it away from the front of their net. Move the puck to center. Gardner knocked it away there. Here's Daniel Winnick. David Clarkson snaps a shot, missed the net. Their center Tyler Bozak couldn't come up with a puck, one and done, and the Senators are back through center. Zibanejad trying to stick handle to the net, and Jake Gardiner, number 10 in the American League. And he helped hold the puck in here. Matt Pratt centering pass, and up front, Smith couldn't come up with a puck.
Some of the good defensive side of Karlsson. We see the offensive side. There's the good defensive.
For this guy, here's Hoffman again with his shot. Another chance by Zibanejad, and that's stopped by James Reimer. That first shot hit by Chris Neal. Richard Panik. Leivo on the forecheck. And Cody Ceci gets the puck for Ottawa. Stuart Percy dumped it right back in when he got it at center. Here's Jake Gardiner, speaking of young players. Paired with Morgan Riley tonight. They've had a few games like that. Walking out, Winnick. Here's a chance for Gardiner, and he's stopped by Anderson. Got play for Bobby Ryan. Here's a 3-on-1. Karlsson, Hoffman. Karlsson scores!
where the Aaron Pinch gets caught in. Look at the three Leafs down low. Forwards all get caught. A 3-on-1, perfectly executed. One pass, no look back, and not a chance in the world for James Reimer as a perfectly placed
5 goals on 30 shots. You gave away 2 points.
There goes Erik Karlsson again. Could be a 3-on-1 again. Clark MacArthur centering pass. Broken up by Percy and still with a shot. Kessel. Karlsson looks like a different player than he was earlier in the season. Here's Kadri. Snaps a shot. Anderson makes the save. He looks like a guy who won a Norris Trophy. Is he? Bobby Ryan lost control of the puck. There's another chance for the Maple Leafs, and Tyler Bozak shot just wide.
And you saw Kadri back as a defenseman because Polak had come in, and he played it actually really well if he had made that hit instantaneously.
Here's Bobby Ryan and a goal from Mika Zibanejad.
Makes a change. Everybody's standing around. They back off the line. That creates an easy entry. A missed assignment. Bozak is coming on the ice for Kadri, and because of that change, he's late getting there.
Make sure some good things happen before the break starts.
Off the draw, there's a shot by Gardiner, and it's stopped by Craig Anderson as you saw the return of the captain Dion Phaneuf. Jake Gardiner again to Phil Kessel, and the return pass, and there's a stick save for Craig Anderson. Clark MacArthur along the boards. Give away up the middle. There's the shot by Kadri, and it's stopped. Another catch by Craig Anderson. Here's Morgan Rielly in deep and in behind the net now, and the Senators are going to try and take advantage. That's Erik Karlsson in on Jake Gardiner. The pass to the front of the net. Reimer makes the save. Daniel Winnik standing still at center. Turns the puck over. A pass off the skate of Bozak. Chris Neil advanced the puck. Curtis Lazar is there. The fourth line is getting a little more ice time tonight. Rejected by Craig Anderson. Knocked out of the air, so Bozak doesn't want to play it. Senators do. Look at the race for the puck. Here comes Erik Conrad. Franson just got there in time. Neil with a shot.
About 14,000 calories.
Yeah.
Here's Bobby Ryan alone in front. Couldn't get a good shot away. Wide open in front of the net. Karlsson now. Jared Cowan fires a shot, and Reimer made a nice save. Cody Franson.
And it was all positive. All about, you're going to get some ice, kid. And you're right, Jim. When you look at Cameron, he has trust in all four lines.
Santorelli with his shot, and Anderson makes the save. Crowd right in front of him, too, as Chris Neil goes after him at the blue line from behind the net. The centering pass by Winnik didn't get through. Franson keeps the play alive. Clarkson scores!
All get focused on the puck, and Clarkson just hangs around the net. This is a play that's a tough bouncing puck. Look at three bodies go out to the puck. It's a bouncing puck that just fools Anderson. It's a tough play for Clarkson. You don't want to try to overplay it because it's bouncing and that quick back.
Rielly with the outlet. Jake Gardiner stripped to the puck at center. Back in comes Mark Stone. Turris to the net. MacArthur coming up. Tipped right on, and Reimer made a great save on Kyle Turris.
Different than just the team results. You know, your goaltending looks at goals against, looks at save percentage. Phil Kessel, the team could win 10 in a row. If he doesn't score,
he has Franson over on the other side. Cody Franson in deep, and Riemsdyk. Bozak shot. Anderson the save. Bouncing puck in the rebound. McCulloch lost his stick, and he just tackled him, and he got away with it. Put up with his shot. Anderson gobbles it up. Was blocked. Karlsson wants the puck at center, and he's got it. Morgan Rielly is back. Here comes Conrad, and the shot was stopped by Reimer. Santorelli back the other way. Clarkson to Santorelli, stopped by Anderson.
So, okay, maybe not the greatest offensive team, but nothing close to this.
There's a chance in front, and hooked just wide by Daniel Winnik as the Leafs get off to a start that they might like. Mark Method back to Jake Gardiner, through the net, deflected into the corner. Quickly back to the blue line. Kadri to Morgan Rielly. Jake Gardiner. Clarkson is a preoccupation in front. Kadri shoots, scores! Anderson's gonna
score. Watch the effort in front. Method boxes out Clarkson. He couldn't get to the front of the net. He's engaged in a battle there with Anderson, but on the second time around, he gets better positioning. Look at Anderson's focus on hitting him. He's not focused on the puck. Puck comes through, gets a little piece of it, and a 5-hole goal there.
Tyler Bozak has a good look around in the slot. Clarkson stopped by Anderson. Bozak again. David Clarkson looks out front. Bozak trying for some open ice. The pass comes back, and Finot takes a shot. Rebound, Winnik lifted it through the uprights and into the netting. He's got a hold of the puck. His centering pass hit his skate, and Milan McCulloch starts out. The tangle up behind him. There's another one in the slot as Karlsson takes the shot, and Reimer made the save. There were bodies falling all over the ice. Here's Dion Finot. The pass back, Levo to the front of the net. What a save by Anderson on a little tip by Daniel Winnik. Here's Bozak again. Winnik again to the net. Anderson stopped back. Cody Franson takes the shot. Another nice save by Anderson. Sends the Senators right back into their own zone. Jared Cowan is back to Turris, and onto the boards. Clark MacArthur gets the puck out to Mark Stone. Up on the plate comes Cody Ceci. Shoots! And a nice catch by James Reimer. Bozak first onto the puck to Daniel Winnik. Winnik's had all sorts of chances, but no touch around the net tonight at all. Winnik back to the blue line. Finot shoots. Anderson the save. Smith with it. Mike Santorelli's out on this line. Gryba up the boards. Neil took the man, so the puck went through to Erik Conrad. He's got Lazar with it. Curtis Lazar stopped by James Reimer, and the puck ends up in the corner. He comes in after the puck. Milan McCulloch. Carlson wants the puck. He shoots. He scores!
To me is about winning battles down low. Nice job of McCulloch keeping the puck alive. Good support by Pajot. But for a goaltender, you have to know who's on the ice. And Reimer is not expecting a shot, Glenn. That's one that comes back. Carlson's there anticipating.
Didn't get through. Ryan again. Turned to get away from Polak. Gets away from Kadri. Plays the puck back to Method on the other side. Carlson again shoots, and this time James Reimer catches it. Leafs get the draw, and as Gardner skates to the blue line, so will James Reimer. Here comes Phil Kessel with a shot. Big rebound, and Riemsdyk scores!
Son hits that empty net. Instead, a simple play. Now this one for Phil Kessel, it's been a frustrating time, a frustrating night, but this is a planned shot to create a rebound. And Glenn, I know it's difficult for a goaltender, but that's one Anderson has to do a better job controlling.
Well, lives to keep the play alive, and Riemsdyk to Kessel in front of the net. Puck is knocked away. Pajot got it and saved the day for the Ottawa Senators. They hang on for a 4-3 victory over the Toronto Maple Leafs.